Adventure park is more than just amusement parks. Hello, my friends. Welcome back. I am playing with some adventure park today. I'm using it in a different way, so it's not an adventure. It's not an amusement park. It's not a carnival. It's going to be super fun. I'm excited to show you the versatility of our collections. And we're going to play with a couple new tools, the admission ticket border punch and the Shutter Love border maker cartridge. So I'm super excited. Don't forget to head here if you want more fun. I have registrations for my workshops and retreats. Some have Zoom options. You can also register for my page club, which is very exciting. I have no longer available items, digital scrapbook products, pre-made scrapbook pages, and you can find more information on joining my team. They're paying you $1 right now to join. You get this fun little bundle of silicone mats, and it's just a great community that I would love to have you join us in. So if you need more information, just hit that contact me form on my website right here. And let's get to this page. Okay, today I'm going off of this sketch right here. Gonna do a little bit of creative paper piecing. Like I said, I'm using some items from Adventure Park. This paper is super fun. I love the colors, but we're gonna use it. Here's some embellishments I'm gonna be using. We're gonna use it for my latest retreat, which was an Oscars retreat. We had a ball. Yes, I have pictures. I've already cut some of them, but let's get started. So I wanted to see the majority of this. So I'm gonna start by cutting, like I said, we're gonna be paper piecing. So all these little pieces, instead of building on this paper, I'm just gonna cut these strips so that we can use them and utilize all the paper, have lots of, we're gonna save paper. That's the word I'm looking for. Save paper by just using some scraps of it. And that way we have more to do more with later. So, it looks like I wanted this piece, this background here, to be the majority of my paper, or the majority of what you saw. So those are 3 1/4 by 4 1/2. So I'm gonna start with that. I need 4 of them because we're doing a double page spread. So that's 3 1/4 by 4 1/2. And I think I'm gonna go ahead and cut the 4 1/2 first. And then I'm gonna turn it 90 degrees and cut 3 1/4. I don't think I'm gonna get 4 out of this. Just real quickly doing the math in my head. So we have this little strip left we'll save for something else. And then I need another 3 1/4 by 4 1/2. So I'm going to put my housing at 4 1/4, which means my blade is at 3 1/4 because it's an inch away. And I'm going to cut, and then I'm going to line this up at 3 1/4. And I'm just going to cut from my cut line up. You can also just look at this white mark. That's where your blade actually is if you want to be more accurate on your, or if you don't want to do math, which I can completely understand. But it's really easy because you're only adding an inch. Okay, this is going to be my photo mats. And actually, I might do 2 different colors of photo mats. So let's do 2 at 4 1/2 by 6 1/2. So I'm going to cut 6 1/2 here. And 4 1/2 plus 4 1/2 is 9. I'm going to line my blade up at 10. And then I'm going to cut it 4 1/2 twice. So I'm going to do 2 photo mats in this color and 2 photo mats in a different color. It's actually this red. All right, I probably could have used the rest of this for that. Oh well. Then we need these little pieces here. So if we have, we're doing math again, 3 1/4 plus 6 1/2 is 9 3/4 right here. So minus 12 is 2 1/4, which means these are 1 1/8. So 1 1/8 by 4 1/2. 1 1/8 by 4 1/2. So I'm going to cut it. I'm going to go ahead and cut that 1 1/8. So 1/8, every one of these little squares is 1/4. So 1/8 is half of that. So I'm going to line up at 1 1/8. And we need 4 1/2. We need 4 of these. No, we need 8 of these. 1, 2. That's a scrap. So 1 1/8 again. This will be 2 more. So that makes 4. 6. 8. All right. Set that aside for a moment. I'm going to stack these to save time. And we're cutting at 4 1/2. And this should be 8 of them. So there's 2, 5. And 3 more make 8. And then we have these little pieces. All right, so let's see, what else do we need? Oh, we need 2 more photo mats that are 4 1/2 by 6 1/2. So I'm gonna cut at 4 1/2, lining my housing up at the 10, which means my blade's at the 9. And then I'm gonna cut 2 4 1/2s. And then we'll see how we can put all this together. I think I've cut everything. Oh, I did want to make a couple changes here, because I told you that we were using these 2 border punches. So this is the Shutter Love. If you already have the camera, that's fabulous, but this one has little hearts that go with it, and I love it. It's so cute. So I'm going to cut 2 borders, probably out of this red, since we have quite a bit of it left. And I guess I could do the black too. So let's cut 4 of these. Okay, you can save these little hearts if you want. They're super cute. I don't think I'm going to save them for mine. I do want 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 black hearts. Yeah, we're going to have to cut 4 of these. So just keep cutting. Love our border maker system for quick, fun embellishing. So there's the 2 borders, but I do want to fill in this. I'm gonna fussy cut these hearts out and layer them. So I'm gonna cut 2 more. Hopefully my camera's staying put since I'm jiggling. Looks like it's fine for now. Beautiful day here in southwestern Colorado. I just got back from my team retreat, which was full of good fellowship with other positive women, but also lots of good trainings to serve you guys better. Super excited to share it with all of you, and here is one of the things I learned. All right, on these photo mats, we're done with the border maker. I'm gonna get rid of this garbage. Except for that little piece, apparently it's not gonna cooperate. All right, so on all our photo mats, all 4 of them, I want to add a little embellishment on here. I think this looks like a suit. This part just right here could look like a shirt, right? But this is really cool. So in one corner of each photo mat, and I want to be kind of strategic on this. See how it makes a little thing you can slide your whatever into? So let's see, if this goes on this side, like this, then this one I'm gonna want up here on this other page, so I'm gonna do this corner. And you just try and center that corner and center your paper in here as best you can. And it punches, that one's better. It doesn't have the little flappy thing. I think it looks so cool. So this one's gonna go up top and this one's gonna go down here. So I want this one up top, so I'm gonna punch this corner. Again, I'm just trying to center it in there as best I can. And then I'm gonna squeeze it just a little so my paper don't move, and then turn it over to punch, because you don't want all the punch poop to get stuck in there. And then this one's gonna go down here. So I think I'll punch it on this side. And it may not matter if you don't get it perfect. Okay, isn't that so cool? Okay, wait till you see the final product. All right. Now, I'm building this on some white sheets of paper. There's all my embellishments. And this is how it's gonna go. We have these. Go in each corner of the pages. Now, if you wanted to skip this part, you would just build all this on this type of paper. But I think that's a waste because I'm covering it all up. So I chose to cut the pieces that go there. All right, then we had our photo mats, which one's gonna go here. One goes down here. One goes here, and the other one goes up here, just like so. Like it? I like it. And then we have these. So as you can see, it doesn't really look like Adventure Park, right? Love that about this. So I'm gonna tape everything down. You can build on whatever color you want, obviously, but it is getting all mostly covered up. The only thing you might see is this area right here. So you might just want to use some backer sheets. And you don't want to tape this down too much because we're going to slide a picture in there, which I'll do real quick. So the picture, these are my 4 pictures I wanted. I put these all in a collage and printed them because I had so many pictures I wanted to use. And it was just easier that way. And that does cut some people off, so this might have to go in a different spot. I might move this like this. Yeah, that one's gonna go in that one. We don't want to cut people's face off. This one might be best here. Yep. There we go. Just like so. Isn't that cool? Just a little extra embellishment there with the ticket punch. Let's see which one would fit best in this one. That one cuts a face off. That one I know I won't like. This one definitely cuts a face off, but we could do a little journaling here instead. So I'll put this one on here. It's looking so good. I flew to Virginia Beach for my team retreat. I lost my bag on the way there. They brought it to me, thank God. But then, on the way home, I had a little bag of Epsom salt from my massage in my scrapbooking bag, and it blew up in there. So I have Epsom salt in all of my scrapbooking supplies. It's quite interesting. Did everybody see the new adventure park that launched yesterday? That is 10%, or not adventure park. This is an adventure park. I am speaking of, oh, I think I wanted to move this a different spot, didn't I? Passport to Adventure is what it's called. And it is 10% off right now. It's very cute. I can't wait to get mine. I also got a peek at what's inside the secret box. So if you were on the fence about that, I highly recommend it. It's a good one. And it's 10% off right now too. Along with this life, they left this life with the bundle discount. And I'm going to be working with it in a few days. So stay tuned. This one I feel like needs to move down a bit. There we go. Just a few more pieces. And then we'll put some more pictures down and embellish. I think this is fabulous. And it fits perfectly. Why is that a different size? It's interesting. I don't know what I did wrong there. We'll cover it up with something else. All right, this one, I think we're gonna have to turn this way. Or let's see, that's the only way. This way or this way. Yeah, we're gonna have to do it that way. So it did matter how you punched it. You wanted to punch it in the right corner. And I didn't think about photo placement until it was too late. You can also do that with just a piece of paper instead of a photo if you wanted to do a background with this on the corners. All right, and then I have some little 3x3 pictures to put on here. And I'm just gonna stick them in the middle. Some of these I definitely want together. So fun. We have a really good time. I think we occasionally have a baby because them new moms need a break too. So they bring their baby and we help out. They get a little scrapbooking done and a little adult time. This one's crooked. There we go. So cute. All right, and then I should have 4 more, but I am missing one. We'll just cut this one up to fit there. All right, we got our pictures down now. That one is crooked. Apparently I'm really good at that. All right, now let's put these down. I'm gonna get my silicone mat out. This is one of the mats you can get for free by joining my team. There's three total, but this is one of them. And I definitely want the red side down, I think. Let me get my repositionable out for this. Just a little bit of Epsom salt. I'm going to try and cover this little boo-boo up. I'll try and cover it with more stuff. Oops, wrong tape. Hate it when I do that. And then on this side, I think I'll just go the same spot. Try and match it up. All right, now with these, what I want to do is cut these little hearts out. So we're just going to fussy cut all these hearts. Or you could do cameras, either one. I'm going to do hearts. Actually, I've just changed my mind because you can't even see that. But you probably could over here. I should do a totally different color. Throwing those away. Let's do yellow. Bright, fun yellow. It's a little brighter than the yellow on there, but I think it'll be okay. I'm gonna move my pages to the side so that I can sweep my garbage into the trash can. So we need 2 of these so we have enough hearts. Or cameras, whichever you choose. Some of you might save your cameras for something else. Or maybe even we could. Let's save the cameras. We might want them. Just fussy cutting these little hearts out. Might want the cameras. Just gonna save them for now. Okay, let's punch one more. And we'll cut these off. I don't know that we're going to need this many cameras. Just one or two might suffice. Okay. Get our little silicone mat out again. Makes putting these little guys down pretty quick. I'm going to offset them just a little so you can see some of that red behind there. That way, if I didn't cut it perfectly, it will still look good. You won't even be able to tell if I was a terrible fussy cutter. What are you guys thinking so far? I love it. And not Adventure Park at all. So I encourage you all to look at the collections as a whole and not by its name, because a lot of times, oops, wrong side. This is the one that's tricky because it's flat on one side. Okay, done with that. Now, we have some embellishments. We do have this corner here that we need a title for. And I think I will just do these 3 things, maybe. Love it. Do that there, like this. I like this. I do need a little journal box area. So I might put a piece of white here. And then I still have this red one. And then what I love to do is use my perforating blade for journal lines. So let's see, I might want to cut this a little bit too. But first I'm just gonna, every 1/2 inch, and I'm gonna go down here. Every 1/2 inch I'm going to use my perforating blade to make lines. That's probably big enough, so I'm just gonna tear this off. And I'm also gonna tear the top one off. That way it's like kind of fun on the edges too. There we go. Looks so good. Good tip. We need something here though. Some sort of embellishment to go with it. I do have these. Might just add some of those. Or this one. Perfect. Oh, my tape's being crazy. I'm gonna pop this guy up. And I'll put one of these there. Maybe just these little dots. That looks good. Okay, I think this side's done. Work on this side. I'm going to use some foam squares on this piece. And add some dots. Love it. It's a fun collection. Yes, it's meant for amusement parks and carnivals and that kind of thing, but it's so much more than that. The paper's beautiful and fun. And since this was Oscar themed, I thought that fit pretty good. What do y'all think? Love it? Okay, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed that. Thank you also for liking, following, sharing, subscribing, all the things. And don't forget to head here for more fun. I'd love to hear from you and connect with you in other ways. And I will see you next time.